Welcome, everybody, to the Basement Bird Show. I'm Logan, and that's Reid.
Hello.
And we are two basement birds. I'm in the basement. Reid's not. Still doesn't have a basement, even at the new place.
No, I'm still on the second floor.
Are you? Maybe that's what people think, is that I'm the basement and you're the bird. They call me basement.
Maybe?
I don't know.
They call me
How's it
basement.
going?
Basement
It's
bird.
going. It's going. How's it going?
It's going very well. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been warm here. I don't know about you, but it's been a little bit warm here.
I got in the car today, and for the first time, I think, ever, the thermometer in the car said 100 degrees. So
You've never seen 100 on your car thermometer?
I probably have, but for dramatic effect, this was the first time I've ever seen 100 degrees on the car thermometer.
Did you ever leave to get lunch at work? Or did you always pack? Are you a
Periodically,
packer?
yeah. I pack,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, a lot of times I don't eat. I play pickleball during lunch, so a lot of
don't
times
eat lunch?
I'll skip lunch, yeah.
What? That's not healthy.
No, I'm not
You
a
don't
healthy
eat,
person.
Do you eat breakfast?
No. One meal a day kind of guy.
That's insane.
It's called intermittent fasting. Look it up. It's a thing.
That's called... Oh, my gosh.
Well,
Lord.
I think we both had an interesting week last week. I went to
Yes.
a concert.
Yeah,
My first
you did.
concert in a while.
Yeah.
I think my first real official concert of the year.
Oh, okay.
Are you a big concert guy?
What's an unofficial concert? Hold up.
Well,
Let's
I
just-
mean, like just in a park or something. At a festival. It's
okay.
just some band that nobody's ever heard of. But this was
I see.
This was an official big worldwide tour.
Yeah. Am I a concert guy? I like concerts. I haven't been to a concert in a while. Last concert I went to was probably around this time 2 years ago. So it's been a bit. I want to get to more concerts, but
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
What was that? The Bleachers or something?
that was
Killers.
Blink-182.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
No,
That was
not
close.
the Killers. Nope.
I
Not
was
really.
close. I was close.
Whatever you say.
Well, this concert that I went to was for Hozier. Hozier. Did I say
think
that
that's what you
correctly?
said. Hozier? I thought it was Hozier.
Hozier. I mean, they're basically the
Hozier.
same.
Correct. Pronunciation.
It was pretty interesting. I had secured tickets through work, and so we kind of got the VIP experience, as it were.
Okay.
I don't know how much you know about Hozier.
He has long hair.
That is
he
accurate.
Makes good music. He's tall,
He is tall.
right?
He,
6'6". Holy cow, he's a giant.
I mean, he's very rarely do I look eye to eye with someone, let alone kind of look up. And
Were you in a
him and
situation where you were looking close, where you were in a close setting with Hozier, or?
Well, we went to kind of. We went pause. We went backstage,
Kind of.
but you're
I see.
getting ahead of myself in the story.
Oh, sorry.
So,
do you know what his real name is?
Andrew.
Yeah,
I don't know Hozier is his middle name.
it's
I
part
think.
of his last name. He has a hyphenated last name, Andrew John Hozier Burnt.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good name.
Um,
He was raised
well-
a Quaker. Sorry, random fact.
I don't know what that means, but I mean, like
Quaker.
the
They're the
granola
people that
bar.
make the oatmeal. Yeah.
Okay. He was raised making granola bars. Anyway,
And oatmeal.
we go to this concert. It's at a very large outdoor venue
Okay.
in the area, and we get there, and it rains very badly all day, and I'm like, this is not good. This is not
No,
good.
not good for concerts.
I knew that we were going to get like pretty good tickets. I was told VIP access. I wasn't sure at this point, but
Yeah.
I was sure we were going to be, because there's there's a section under the pavilion, and then in the back there's
Sure.
grass seats.
Sure.
And
Right
so
on.
as well as I do, sometimes when you're told things, you kind of take that with a grain of salt.
Especially by the individual. Continue. I wish we could talk more about who you went with, but
Well, yeah, that's an after show
because I feel like
conversation,
that's a whole big part of the story that we can't talk about. But anyway, continue.
the person, that I went with was a rather interesting
Does
individual.
he listen to this podcast?
No, but So we go, and we go out to eat or whatever first, and we go, and
Yeah.
this, mind you, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I believe
He believes.
that there was somebody killed in the parking lot after one of the shows, and it was
Oh.
shut down for a while. This is the amphitheater in Tinley.
That's not what I was expecting at all. That took a dark turn.
So I was worried about getting out of there, not like safety wise, but it's been denoted that this specific venue has a rather difficult time exiting the premises after the show is over. So I was
Yeah.
worried, it's going to take 4 hours to get out there. But we pull in, and this
Wait,
happened last time
hold
we
up.
were there.
Are you thinking of the story? There was a guy that was walking that got struck by a semi-truck.
Maybe?
He was on I-80.
No, I think that I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he. It's possible. It's possible, I guess. But this
is
person,
from June 2025.
yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, and
Yeah,
maybe
there's a
that's why.
This person was not killed in the parking lot. They were walking on the highway.
Okay, well, I didn't want to take any chances. Anyway, we happened to park right by the exit when we got there, which was
okay.
already off to a great start.
Yeah, but
we
then you
pull
had
in
to
and we're
walk.
parked right there, so last one's in, first one out kind of deal.
Yeah, but then you
It
just need
wasn't.
to
I mean, it's
walk
not that far.
an
It's not that
hour.
far. No. I mean, it was not even a 5-minute walk. It's very
Oh,
the
okay,
parking
that's
lot.
good.
The parking lot is very long. It's not very far away from the venue, so it kind of wraps around.
Let me see if
like
I can pull up
2/3.
see if I can pull up an aerial view of this thing while you talk.
So anyway, we get out. We know a person who's on this tour.
Yeah, it's Hozier
And
himself.
there was already, we got here, I mean, doors were supposed to open at 6. It was raining, and so we got there like 5 to 6.
Oh, I see the
And-
parking lot situation now. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, so it was 5 minutes to 6. And, I mean, there is so many people here already. So many people in line, and we're
Yeah,
just
it's Hozier.
like, okay, this is crazy town. So it ends up we are delayed for about an hour getting into the venue because there was lightning in the area.
Ah.
And
So where were you when you were waiting?
We were just outside. There was nowhere to go. I mean,
And
it really
that's-
wasn't raining. It was kind of sprinkling on and off, but
So being
wasn't-
outside of the venue with the lightning is safer than being still outside with the
I
lightning?
think it's an insurance thing, dude.
That's
I have
fair.
no idea.
It's definitely
But
a liability thing. I just looked this place up. This place is in the middle of nowhere. Not in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere. But it's
It's
just
in
like
the
all
middle of a
residential
field.
around it, and there's like a Best Buy and a Target and a Dick's Sporting Goods nearby.
Correct.
Interesting.
Correct.
All right, sorry, continue.
So we go, we're talking or whatever, and then it's time to go in finally after waiting for about an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, this line is wrapped from the front gate, from the south gate. I don't know if you still have the map up. The south gate all the way
1 second.
around, basically to the limo entrance. So it's like almost
Whoa.
around the whole venue. And we're
Okay.
like, this is a little ridiculous. But luckily, the person that we knew on the tour is very resourceful. He had said that they have a no escort policy, so he couldn't have just taken us into the venue. But he did find a
Interesting.
shorter line, that was for people without any bags.
Oh,
So
no
we didn't have any
escort in
bags,
terms of
obviously.
you need to still go through standard entrances and
Correct.
things like that. I see.
Through security. And so
Okay.
we finally get in. I mean, these are some fantastic tickets. They're front
Yeah.
row, right behind the pit. So we're like up against the pit. And so there's not really anybody in front of us because everybody in the pit is pushed forward, like all
Yeah.
the way to the stage. And so
Yeah.
we had really good seats, and we were next to a radio DJ from Miami who was there with her husband. And I don't know, she must have known somebody who was
Yeah, I was
on the
gonna
tour
say,
or something.
very
because-
interesting.
Yeah, and so
Little far
it was
from
a
home.
very good show. I knew a few more songs than I had thought. Obviously,
Good.
"Take Me to Church" is the big one.
Yeah. How's he sound
yeah.
live? Does he sound just as good live as he did on,
yeah.
on the
Oh,
recorded
yeah.
stuff? Okay.
And we
I
have it
could
on-
see that being the case.
On good intel that he doesn't use any auto tune or anything like that. So
Yeah, you can listen to the songs and see that. He doesn't need to.
right, he sounds very, very good. And so then after the show, we got to go up on the stage. We saw him there. Kind of gave a head nod. And it was very nice. It was
Hello,
it was,
Mr. Zier.
No, I mean, we just, we didn't want to bother him too much, and
Yeah.
we didn't really interact with him, but that's okay. And he is quite tall, as you said, and it's a very impressive show. I mean, he does a great show. There's 25,000 people there. Not expecting that many people, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah,
sold
that's
out.
crazy.
He had that song, "Take My Whiskey Neat." Take my whiskey neat. Just like that. And, that was popular on TikTok last year. So, I heard that's a pretty good reason why he has a lot of fans. And, I was pleasantly surprised by the concert. I'm not normally that kind of music kind of guy, but
Sure.
he had a lot of great songs. And, I think I'd go again if given the opportunity.
Good. That's great.
So
I looked up this place. It has a capacity of 28,000 people.
I think they sold it to 27,000. Yeah.
That was their number that they worked to? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy, though. Wow.
So I think 28,000 is the absolute max maybe for everybody. I mean,
they're saying 11,000 reserve seats and 1,700 lawn. The lawn, I imagine, is a much more flexible number because of,
17,000 on the lawn.
17,000. Did I say 1,700? My bad. 17,000.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
17,000.
There was a lot of people. And you think about it, that's bigger than the United Center. The United Center only seats about 22,000. So
yeah, and the UC is it's the largest indoor arena in in the US?
No. I don't think that's
It's the largest capacity in the NBA.
Okay.
I think it's one of the largest indoor. What's an indoor venue that could be larger? Not counting the largest arena.
I don't know.
Arena in the U.S.
List
I
of
think it
largest
could be.
arenas.
Like, okay, that's the big house, but
The
like that
KFC
doesn't
Yum
count.
Center
How
in
big is that?
Louisville.
That could be larger.
Greensboro Coliseum in North Carolina,
No, I'm pretty sure that
22,000. Dean Smith Center, Thomas Bowling Arena, and then the UC is way down here, 20,917.
well, maybe
One
I
of the
was wrong.
bigger ones. One of the bigger ones.
It's the
for
second
sure.
largest venue in the NHL, though, behind the Bell Center. But maybe that's what I was thinking of.
See, I don't even see the Bell Center on here.
What do you?
The Canadian Tire Center. That's not it. Here it is. I found it. Never mind.
Yeah,
You're right.
Bell Center.
So, I don't know. I learned a lot about capacity and arena size, so that was interesting. But
Nice. Yeah.
again, I think I would go. You've heard probably more Hozier than I have.
Yeah, I know some of his stuff. I don't know a ton past the standard songs. I guess that's not a really good way to put it, but the well-known songs. I don't know a lot past that, essentially.
Are you a big music guy? I don't even know. Do you listen to a lot of music?
Yeah. I listen to it most days at work when I'm working.
What do you listen
yeah.
to? What kind of music do you listen to?
I don't know. How would you? Blink's my favorite band. So they're I don't know,
Blink?
punk rock, but alternative. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place.
I
I
see.
don't know how you would describe my music taste. I need to do one of those things where you put in your Spotify log and it tells you what genres you listen to.
I
But
didn't know that was a thing.
I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah. But speaking of all over the place, I went all over the place this weekend. Not all over the place. I went to so where I'm living
That was
now.
a tough segue.
Yeah, that was a little tough. I tried. Where I'm living now is about an hour away from Cooperstown, New York, which is a small village of around 1,700 people, more like 1,800 people in the last census, okay? But do you know what the village of Cooperstown is home to, Logan?
It's I know there's a baseball tournament there. My friends that played baseball would go to Cooperstown and play in baseball there. So
Yeah, it is revolved around baseball because Cooperstown is home to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Which
Museum?
is the museum, yes. Which
Oh.
for one weekend in July, this past weekend, it becomes the focal point of the baseball world because it is Hall of Fame induction weekend. And the great part about Hall of Fame induction weekend is that it is free to go to.
It's free 99.
Anyone
That's
can
my
go
favorite
and
price.
sit on the lawn and watch the induction ceremony. So I drove down to Cooperstown and went to the ceremony, which was pretty cool. Got there around 11, parked, and then I took a trolley from my parking lot into downtown Cooperstown because there's around 30,000 people that descend on this village normally of 1,800, so it gets a little busy. And then I took a shuttle from the Hall of Fame to the induction site to drop off my stuff, my chair and my blanket and stuff. Found a good spot, got camped out, took the shuttle back, looked around the Hall of Fame.
So you just left your chair and blanket there?
Yeah, everyone does. Yeah, it's like when you set up for a parade.
Not any parade that I've ever been to. I would never do
Really?
that. Somebody's taking
Really?
that chair. Yeah.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, but back where I'm from, you put a chair up for a parade, people are leaving it. That's your spot. So people stake out their spots.
You
People
grew
camp
up in
out
Wisconsin. Everybody's
people camp
nice
out
to
at
each other
like
in Wisconsin.
8 o'clock in the morning to find a spot for this, which is crazy. So I got all set up, went back to the Hall of Fame, walked around, got to see what they do is the plaques that the players get. There's the plaque itself, which is, it's their name, where they played, when they played, and a short paragraph of their accolades. And that piece is screwed onto a base that goes on the wall, and before the induction ceremony is just the blank bases on the wall, and all the living inductees sign the base before their plaque goes over it. So I got to see that on the wall, which was pretty cool. And this was a good class. It had Dave Parker from the Pirates. I don't want to miss anyone, so I need to look this up just so I don't fully miss one, because there's a couple names that I'm definitely going to mess up.
I don't know who
Ichiro
Dave
Suzuki.
Parker is.
Oh,
I don't know who these people are.
Dave Parker played for the Pirates. Ichiro played for the Mariners. I'm surprised you don't know him. Billy Wagner, he was with the Mets. Dick Allen, and CC Sabathia, who for about 4 months was a Milwaukee Brewer. So got to see that. It was cool. It was also very warm. The ceremony got pushed back an hour, also due to rain, much like your concert. So it started at 2:30 instead of 1:30. And I got there, and it was warm, and I ended up leaving around 3:30, walking back to Cooperstown at 3:30, and this is where the day got interesting, because it was very warm. It was very warm, and I had ran out of water, and the concession stands were cash only, and I also ran out of cash. So now I know for next year if I go back to bring a whole cooler of water, so I can be better prepared for the warmer weather in Cooperstown, because you are literally sitting in a field with, like, no shade, and it was pretty sunny. So I had an umbrella that I was using, but it was still pretty toasty, because it was probably, like, 85 and very, very, very humid. So anyway, I walked back to Cooperstown. Actually ended up seeing my boss there, my new boss, because he was in for it as well. So walked back to Cooperstown with him and his dad, who was also in town for it, because a new broadcaster who was getting inducted, actually, which was pretty cool. So they got the VIP seats, which was nice. Walked back, and I'm like, great, this is great. I'll take the trolley back to the lot, and I can leave. Okay, so I'm sitting around maybe for like 15 minutes, no trolleys are coming. And mind you, it's like a 5-minute drive from the lot that I parked into where I'm getting the trolley. So eventually, this cop on a bike rides by, and I wave him down. I'm like, hey, do you know when the trolleys are running? It's like, well, I haven't seen one in about a half hour. I'm like, well, that's not good, because I can't walk back to my car, because that's also about a half hour. I don't really want to walk back a half hour in this weather, because it's hot as hell. So I'm
with
looking.
With a chair, right? Because you had a chair.
I had a chair, a blanket, a water bottle, an umbrella, and my bag of souvenirs I got from the Hall of Fame. So I had a lot of stuff to lug.
Yeah.
Which was not ideal.
Pack rat Reid over here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I waited around 10 more minutes trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm debating. I'm like, okay. I look on Uber. I'm like, it's like $20, to Uber from there, which isn't terrible. Not that I want to really spend that, And then as I'm about to hit call on the Uber app, a trolley comes, and it's like my saving grace. I'm like, this is fantastic. The trolley's here. The lady opens the door, because I'm waiting with a couple other families. She opens the door, and they're like, oh, is it going to the lots? And she goes, no, I'm picking up this group, and rattles off some last name. Well, that's a disappointment. And then we're like, all right, is there any other trolleys running besides this one? I don't know how many trolleys Cooperstown has, because they run these all year round. But when it's not Hall of Fame weekend, I don't know why you would need a trolley in Cooperstown, because surely it's not that difficult to get around this village of 1,700 people, where the downtown strip is like a couple bars, restaurants, and the Baseball Hall of Fame. But anyway, she's like, oh yeah, there's one more trolley. Let me talk to them and see where they are. So luckily, this guy was about 5 minutes behind. He comes, picks us all up, and he's coming to all three lots, which one is, I was in the one to the north, there's one to the east, and one to the south. Or no, one to the west and one to the south. And I'm like, all right, I don't really want to sit on this trolley any longer. I need to. And I was very glad because he went to my trolley stop first, which was fantastic. So got in my car.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, the story's getting good. He went to your stop first.
Oh yeah, no, that's just the good part. Got in my car, drove back. It was a good day. I was very warm. Definitely needed a shower afterwards, and definitely learned if I go back to pack a little bit more water. But I gotta say, it's one of those things. I was really excited to go. It was still really cool. Got to see. There were like 55 former Hall of Famers in attendance that they all introduced to start.
Oh wow.
Which was cool, and got to see
Former
Rob.
Hall of Famers, aren't they already in? Aren't they just in the Hall of Fame?
Formerly inducted Hall of Famers, returning Hall of Famers. Yes. Guys that come back every year because there's guys that make the trip to Cooperstown every year to welcome in the new Hall of Famers, essentially. So they were all there. So that was cool. Derek Jeter, the likes of that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other baseball players you would know, and that's probably about it.
Yeah.
But
Derek Jeter there?
Derek Jeter was there, yes. He was one of the returners, yeah.
Oh, maybe.
So that was cool.
How many people are in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
That's a good question.
Is this like a relatively new thing? I don't know.
No.
I mean, no. I figured
The Hall
not.
of Fame opened in 1936.
Oh, they're coming up on 100 years. Next year will be 90.
There are 346 people inducted into the Hall of Fame. 274 former players, 39 executives, 23 managers, and 10 umpires. Fun fact.
What about broadcasters?
They get added. They don't get inducted into the Hall of Fame, but they get awarded an award for being like the distinguished broadcaster of that year. That is like a Hall of Fame honor, I believe. I think that's how that works.
Oh,
yeah.
Weak sauce.
I don't know exactly what it's classified as, but
specialty category.
Yeah. I'd have to look it up, but I definitely enjoyed it. But it was definitely the thing where, all right, I feel like this is a better thing to watch on TV because the view, even from the VIP spots, where my boss was the view still wasn't great because you're literally in the middle of a field and you're sitting further back. It's kind of tough to see depending on where you are. So this is definitely a made-for-TV thing that's cool to go to once. But I'm still glad that I went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
it was
that.
still neat. Oh yeah. Let me see what this. He got he got an award for broadcasting excellence.
Sure.
And it is a way that you enter the Hall of Fame. So I guess he's
enter
a Hall of
Fame
Famer
through the
technically?
door. I enter the Hall of Fame through the door.
Good one.
I don't know where you're entering from. The window?
I enter
You
from
struck
the
me
roof.
as a window enterer kind of guy.
I break the skylight and rappel down.
Ah,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. All right. That's cool. That's fun. I'm, a lot more interesting than just sitting around in the heat. It's like you're in a pressure cooker outside or something. It's so hot and humid.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you didn't melt or turn into a nice, tender pork loin.
Yes.
Anyway.
Something like that.
Odd news. Time for odd news. Speaking of getting wet, scuba team rescued a lost wedding ring from a river in Britain. So this is a two-parter for Logie. A British scuba diving team came to the rescue of a paddleboarder whose wedding ring fell into the River Great Ouse in Bedford, England. Ant Crocker, which may be the most English name I've ever heard, Ant Crocker, said he was on the river near Cardington Lock on Friday when he realized his wedding ring was missing from his finger. He tried to swim down to the bottom, but it was a river and is very difficult to see in a river. So he, sought help from the Bedford scuba divers who assembled this past Saturday, and they found the ring within 10 minutes.
Whoa.
10 minutes. They found it fast. They're literally looking for a needle in a haystack, more like a ring in a river. I don't know. But part two of this is...
Oh, boy.
Part two of this is Nicole just got a fake wedding ring. Wedding
You guys aren't married
ring.
yet.
Correct, but an engagement ring, I guess, an engagement ring.
Okay.
To wear on the boat or in dangerous
Oh,
circumstances. And
that's
let me tell you
smart.
something, Reid. Let me tell you something. I should have just bought the fake one to start with. This fake ring was $10, and
Okay.
it is so convincing.
Does it actually have like a stone and stuff?
It's like fake. Obviously, it's plastic,
yeah.
but it looks so real.
Where did she get this from?
Amazon. It was $10 for a fake wedding
Interesting.
ring.
The only like fake ones I know are like those silicone rings that men sometimes get.
No, this was like this is like a
wait. There's a lot of cheap, inexpensive rings on here.
yeah. So
How
I said,
closely does it look to the real one?
It looks
Did you find a style that matched?
very close. Oh yeah, it's.
Oh, wow,
You know
okay.
what's funny? You know what's funny is the fake one is smaller than the real one.
Oh, that's good.
I just high five myself. But yeah, but it actually does look pretty good. So
That's cool.
Though now when we go on the boat, I'm less concerned. I said
Yeah.
what we should do is just not tell people that we got a fake one, and then her just like pretend to get mad and like take it off and throw it
Oh
into the
my
water.
gosh, that is kind of funny.
Dude, that would be so funny.
That's not bad at all. That's really
That
funny,
would be
actually.
so funny. So, let this be a lesson. $10 fake wedding rings. That's a tongue twister.
Are the way to go.
On Amazon are the way to go for sure.
Oh my gosh,
So,
that's incredible.
yeah.
That's incredible. Well, my story is not nearly as exciting as something being found like that. But I don't know. Are you a big roller coaster guy?
Yes, I am
Yeah.
now. I didn't used to be. I had
Okay.
a bad experience where I got sick but couldn't, let it go, and had a problem with that. But after I got over my fear of not being able to, exfoliate.
That's. I don't think that's the word we're looking for there.
That's the
but-
word I'm going to use. Then,
Oh my
that
gosh.
that was a lot better. But
Well, at least if you getting sick on a roller coaster is the worst thing that happens. At least you've never been stuck on a roller coaster.
oh yeah,
This takes us to Cedar Point in Ohio, a new ride that they have called Siren's Curse. It opened end of June, and this is a so-called tilt roller coaster, they say. It has a section of track that disconnects from a starting portion, turn 90 degrees, and then attaches to a steep incline, or a steep decline. The only problem with this ride is that this is at least the fourth time that it has stranded riders since it opened, and it's been open for a month.
the fourth time,
The fourth time, yes.
dude. Okay,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay,
This is
I
good,
think
though.
after
Park
the
Affi-
third time, they're like, you know what?
think
you know
after
what?
the first time, Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, okay.
surely,
after the first
surely
time, they're
two's
like,
enough.
oh, sure, yeah, and then
Yeah.
but after the third time, they're like, we're just going to keep going and not make any adjustments.
Yeah.
Now, after the fourth time, I would hope they'd say, okay, maybe we need to change something here.
This gets better though. It came to a stop mid tilt, which I think would be all equally as terrifying. And this spokesman from the park said the issue is he compared it to a check engine light on a car. I don't agree with that comparison because your check engine light goes on when you don't close your gas cap properly. This ride stopped and stranded people. Okay, your check engine
Well-
light can go on for a lot of things.
But I also think there's probably some sort of safety mechanism built in where
Well,
if there's
you
any
know-
sort of issue at all,
Good call. We continue reading. The safety system performed as designed. The ride was restarted and guests continued their ride. It reopened shortly after and all guests exited the ride safely, which is good. But then they talk about the other times that it stranded them. Okay, this story was published by our good friend Ben Hooper on July 28th, so yesterday.
The
Don't know
Hoop
when they
Man.
were stranded. They were stranded on Tuesday, so that would have been the 27th. Also stranded people, July 19th, July 2nd, and June 28th, which was a month ago, and that was its first day of public operation,
that's not good. Your new
which is crazy.
prized possession.
Oh my god, this looks terrifying. Oh, this is so different than what I got to send you this video. This tilt that they're talking about. It literally goes from this. I thought it went like this,
Yeah.
It turned like that. No, it goes from here to here.
Oh, yeah.
Forget that. How do I send this? You got to watch
No,
this video to fully
is it on the?
grasp what-
I've got it open here.
If you click, no, you got to go to the story and click the last paragraph, the first day of public operation link. It's in that
Okay.
article, and you can see that this is horrifying. Oh, no way I would want to ride this.
Oh God.
Stranded for at least 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. They experienced a delay. Yeah, no kidding.
Notice how that is PR training at its finest right there.
Ugh.
Notice they don't want to say stranded. They don't want to say stuck. They want to say experienced a delay.
You know what the best part is, dude? This spokesperson has the same exact quote in this article as the other one. The coaster's safety system performed as designed, the ride was restarted, and the guests continued their ride. It reopened shortly after, and all guests exited the ride safely. Is this their blanket statement? Whatever
That
they're
must
saying
be
it's
their
stuck?
yeah. They're
10 minutes, though.
yeah. I don't like that.
No.
Again, I feel like if you're having this issue, whether it's a check engine light or not, if you're having the same issue over and over and over and over,
Take it to a mechanic, for God's sake.
well, if you have the check engine light on and you have the mechanic say there's nothing wrong, and then the same thing happens, there
There's
clearly is
something
something
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
So
my gosh.
maybe you take it to a different mechanic, Cedar Point. Okay, figure your
Pack that
stuff
thing
out.
in the old minivan and take her to the mechanic, you know?
Yeah, Dave's
my
body shop
Lord.
down the road. He's got that scanner, but boom, he'll fix you up.
Jeez. That this is another story that I should have told. When I went to go get my car inspected, because you have to do inspections each 2 years in New York, or each year in New York, I had to get my car
Right.
inspected when I moved here. Okay, I'm sitting in this tire shop waiting for it to get inspected, and quick story: this old guy just walks in and yells at the counter, "How long does it take you to change a tire?" And they're like, "About an hour." And he goes, "Okay," and he turns around and walks out. Very odd encounter. Very interesting hour sitting there in the waiting room at the tire shop. But anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, interesting things happening as of late.
Yeah,
Make sure
all
you
these interesting things
follow-
happening.
Follow the Basement Birds on all sorts of social media platforms.
Yep. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify.
Where clips will be posted now because we have some clip-worthy
Some
content.
clippable content. Yeah.
Some clippable content. And, we'll be rocking and rolling here
Absolutely.
on the Basement Bird Show. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you on the next one.
See ya.